Good afternoon, everyone. This is Maria,
This is Tim.
and today is Wednesday, March the 21st, 2018. Welcome to our daily recap.
Hello, everybody. Before we get started too much, I want to tell everybody, before we start talking about Elan's package today and how Amy survived the clinic, there might be a little background noise today. I am traveling, but I didn't want to miss doing this because we are committed to doing this every day that the market's open. And so, Maria, go ahead and give us those closing numbers.
Sure. We definitely saw some sharp swings in the afternoon. The Dow ended up closing down almost 45 points, closed at 24,682. NASDAQ closed closed down 19 points, closed at 7,345. The S&P was down 5 points, closed at 2711.
That was a roller coaster today. I mean, you're talking about wild swings. So I know you had some QQQ shorts and some other things. We'll get into all that in a minute. First one I wanted to get to, Maria, was TEUM. I believe that one got a contract this morning. I think it's also a little bit crypto related, or maybe heavily crypto related, but I do know they got a contract this morning and had a decent day, so I did want you to cover that if you don't mind.
Sure. So TEUM definitely had a good day. I should say, it is crypto sensitive. It does often move a little bit with crypto. There was contract news today. They were awarded a $15 million service contract with African Mobile Operator. So yes, definitely a nice day.
And here's another one that I had seen alerted today too. ARNA. We had been talking about ARNA for the last couple of days. You know, they had news, then they were doing a secondary, and I believe they have priced their secondary today. So Maria, go over that one with us too, if you don't mind.
Sure. So they had filed to sell, or they filed for a secondary back on the 20th. It was priced today. It was 8.5 million shares, priced at 41.50, which actually isn't that bad at all.
Not bad at all, and a nice alert, nice day. I can't see what you're showing the audience, so I'm assuming that you probably showed them that chart.
I do. I have the chart pulled up right here.
Yeah, nice alert, nice day. Loxo doesn't get a lot of attention out there. Normally wouldn't mention it, but it just was a pretty alert. So I think that you should probably show that Loxo chart. And I
Yeah,
believe there's a little, yeah, probably a little resistance coming up there.
there is. And actually, the reason why we wanted to go over this one, or one of the things I wanted to also mention about it, is that this one actually was downgraded. Morgan Stanley downgraded them to equal weight from overweight, and it went from 118. We alerted it at 118, and it hit a high of 124.49 after the alert. Let me get the week so you can see that. So here's where we are, and we will probably hit a little bit of resistance towards actually where the top of this wick came in, kind of close to that. But definitely one to keep an eye on for continuation.
Absolutely. That one, it can run. I'm surprised it did that well on a downgrade. ARQL. We've talked about this one a little bit lately as well, and that had a pretty day, Maria. That had a pretty day. Go ahead and pull up a weekly on that. Again, sorry, I'm driving, so I'm able to see everything. You'll have to walk us all through it together.
No worries. So ARQL, let me get just a weekly pulled up. Had 2 days of gorgeous consolidation, and popped up today, consolidated midday, popped, closed at pretty much the high. I don't have any
Keep the
news on it except from yesterday, where they announced that they would be presenting at the Needham Healthcare Conference on the 27th.
27th, so that's next, what is that, next Monday or Tuesday?
That is
Tuesday.
the Tuesday, the 27th.
Yeah, keep an eye on ARQL going into that. GARN, Maria, GARN, we've been talking about GARN for a while. And it actually has options on it too, and there was some activity in those options. So go ahead and hit us with some GARN love. And before you do that, actually, I want to say this. There's a few companies out there that actually really pull off big runs and satisfy their shareholders. A lot of these $2 buys, a lot of them aren't going to make it. I'm not bashing them. I'm just stating facts, right? GARN, these guys have been solid. They rode this thing, and finally those bulls are getting some much needed love. So, yeah, show us what's going on there, Maria.
Gorgeous day. Nice pop after hours. Oops, sorry guys. My chart is going crazy. There we go. Nice pop after hours. The calls were active today. Right here it says that they were buying the April 5s, June 4s, June 2s, and April 4 calls. Volume was 3 times normal. And 30-day IV was up 10%, elevated at 99. The
That's kind of
weekly on
to be
GARN,
expected.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. On GARN, here's the week on GARN. I love that it the price after hours at least broke the top of this wick right here, which is what I was wanting to see it do.
That one, so definitely everybody keep your eyes on GARN because that's got a hit of steam, and that one may. I mean, it's defying the odds right now. So it's not very often you can get 3-day runs plus. So we'll see what GARN does. PTI, Maria, they had priced the secondary, or we're going to announce the secondary. I don't think they ever actually priced it. Stock went down. There was a short report on it. And sorry, everybody, for the background noise. I'm driving, doing the best I can here. But they did cancel their secondary because the market, uh, conditions. The thing that worries me about that, I'm afraid if it pops up a whole lot more, they'll just decide to do it again then. So keep an eye on it. It was up a little bit. Maria, you might want to show a chart on that. I think it popped nice pre-market and didn't really hold those gains, but I'm going off memory here.
No, you're right. It did. It popped pre-market, gave back a lot of it. Let me get the week pulled up. It will be easier to see the overall movement. So yeah, definitely popped, gave it back throughout the day. Popped up a little bit, definitely just keeping an eye on it, no position. Just want to continue to monitor and see what it does.
Absolutely. AMRS, we did buy calls on that yesterday. We are greening them, or as far as I know, we're greening. I didn't see the close on that, but go ahead. I know Amy did break 7 at one point today. Go ahead and give us some Amy updates.
Yes, she did. She broke that 7. Here's the day. Let's look at the week. If you are looking from, 2 days back, or even from back here since ER, well, let's go right here. Still making higher lows, at least over the past, including today, 3 days. It did break 7 today. She did break 7.
And some of y'all are wondering, who is Amy? Amy is AMRS. We get to call her Amy because we're old bulls and Amy. We've been around there for a long time. Didn't have a position for a while because we wanted to make sure that she was cleaned up, got a clean bill of health, and that ER, very satisfied. If you don't know the products, check them out. AMRS, that's a winner.
And
ECYT, Maria. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's okay. What I was going to say is that if you look back, Amy is trying to fill that gap. Started filling the gap from back in May of last year, I believe. Yep, May of last year. That gap is starting to fill. If she continues, then that gap could potentially fill all the way. So definitely watching and holding.
That would be huge for the Bulls. ECYT, we keep saying it was consolidating. It was consolidating. Don't punk out of this one. Show them the chart on ECYT again. I wish I could see it because I know I would be happy.
ECYT. Let's see. It definitely moved. And Tim, you were 100% right. You kept saying, I think I even was asking you, like, are you sure about this one? But you were 100% right. Let me get the week pulled up on it. Here's the week. So we talked about it all throughout this consolidation, right? This just a gorgeous channeled for 3 days straight, hard pop. I like where it kind of came down and found this support right here. I would like to see it hold. Probably even, I'd probably be okay with it between 1040 and 1050, 1060 is where I'd really like to see it hold. Now, granted, it could flash down a little bit under there, but that would be ideal for me, at least.
I agree with you on that. And ECYT, a little bit more consolidation probably, and this will probably try for the 52-week high again. If it goes through that, then we should see 12 plus with all this consolidation. AKER, we talked about that for a couple of days. Last night we had said support was around 75. I think that may have had a higher low today on Acre as well. But again, I'm going to have to defer to you because I can't see what I'm talking about today.
It
Sorry.
was a higher low. No, you're good. Thank you. No, it was definitely a higher low. Really, really tight price action all day long for the most part. Especially, well, whoops, that's too big. Especially, I mean, if you look at this, just some really, really tight price action. Let me go to back. Oops, I am looking for a 5-minute for 5 days. Really tight consolidation. We're going to keep an eye on it to see. I mean, it looks like
Well,
after hours it popped up a little. I would like to see what it does tomorrow.
for disclosure purposes, if that breaks 75, I would punt. That's me personally.
Yep, I
But
agree with that.
that's yeah, 75. I do want to see continue to hold. Last night we had talked about Twitter, and that we were just going to pick that up today. I was hoping it didn't gap up too much. Unfortunately, it did. We did buy the 33s for April 20th, I believe, for $1.18.
Yep.
So Twitter, that one we did go ahead and pick up, like we said. That was on that list. What else was it I wanted to talk about? Oil had a good day, Maria. I'm going to let you go over some of those oil plays. There was a lot of flow in oil, and I'm going to go ahead and mute for a second while you do that.
Sure, absolutely. CVX. CVX actually played this today. Oil report was really, really good. A lot of energy names moved. CVX, I actually did play. That was a gorgeous trade. Let me get some of this flow pulled up. We saw some flow in a couple names. So APC, I hope you guys can see this chart. I really like this one. I like this name a lot. APC. Um, Definitely had a really nice day. Saw some flow, a couple of repeats on the ask. Not huge numbers as far as the actual amount of the premium, but those were definitely some really nice sweeps. So that's APC. I thought I saw something on CVX. Again, really small flow or really small amount, $15,000 sweep on the ask. This week's 117, and that was at Eastern would have been 1038. On my time, 938. So right around here, let me get this box to go away. Right around this area, and you see that massive move. So those definitely paid off as well. I believe MRO may have seen a little bit of flow as well. Again, another beautiful name or beautiful day on this one. Definitely had a good day. Let's see. So there was another one, Rig. Rig had a lot of flow.
It had a
Definitely had
shit
a lot
ton
of
of
flow.
flow. That was coming in from the opening bell pretty much. I mean, Rig just had flow all damn day.
It sure did. 9:31 a.m. was the first sweep. $10 calls, and if you look, the majority of these are $10 calls.
How much did those end up on the day from that first one that came through?
That was a 4-6. Let's see. So the 4-6, $10 calls, they bought them for 24 cents. This closed at 60 by 62.
See, this is why we love flow. And that one had consistent flow. And I believe also the Nigerians may have mentioned that on CNBC at lunch. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they did, which
They
that
did.
probably didn't hurt. That probably didn't hurt. I don't know. Sometimes I'm 50-50 on that, but I know it made their radar as well. LRCX, that got an upgrade, was it yesterday or this morning? And that had a fire day too.
LRCX was this morning. They were coverage resumed or reinstated at a buy at Bank of America, Merrill, and they gave them a 305 price target. Hope you guys can see.
Yay. One of our favorite companies on LRCX. Had a beautiful day. I don't know if you was going to show a chart on that one or not.
I do have a chart pulled up on it. It actually did really well, and then when the Fed stuff came out, kind of took a hit, came back up. I am holding calls. I picked up some calls early this morning for next week, and I was green on them. I'm just a little bit red on them. I will see what happens with them tomorrow.
Bring up BA for me. I can't see it, but when I say for me, bring up BA for everybody else.
BA. Wow. Day 6.
So day 6 of the tech money rush here. We have played this 6 days in a row. I actually didn't play it this morning. I played it, I think, day 2, 3, 4, and 5. I missed the first day. Didn't get to play it today. I was doing a couple other things at the time when he called it. Gorgeous play again. And, geez, I mean, Boeing day 6. And finally got over that 340, at least for a little while. I don't know how it ended. You could fill me in on that, would be nice as well.
Absolutely. Let me go over here. It's a little bit clearer for me to see it. Boeing closed at 337.10. I believe after hours we're at 337.21. I did play it today a couple of times actually. And that was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous call. Thank you, Tech Money.
Gorgeous call. Another one that I wanted to hit, DC Options brought it up first in the room today, was CMG. So talk about, burritos to good burritos. I know you played it. Several actually played the CMG today.
Oh, yes.
You might want to give us a little update on that one. I've seen your
So
trade
I
confirmed,
scalped it.
so I know you played it.
I played it. I'm trying to remember the percentage. I'm pulling it up actually so I can see it. CMG, I want to say I sold for, oh, don't quote me, I believe it was around 80%, 80 to 85% on those calls. Thank you, DC Options. That was an awesome call. CMG actually held. So yesterday they had news intraday. They named Chris Brandt their new chief marketing officer. That was the only news associated with it, but definitely had a good day with CMG.
Yeah, another one that kind of broke my heart today, NVIDIA, and people want to think that we just have winner after winner after winner. I played NVIDIA 3 times today and lost 3 times on NVIDIA.
Oh no.
It happens. We're not perfect. Go ahead and tell us support-wise where it closed and everything, though, because I don't know. But yeah, I did have some bad trades in NVIDIA. I mean, nothing crazy. I think I lost $400 or $500 on it. So actually, for 3 bad trades, it wasn't the end of the world by any means, because NVIDIA can hit you a whole lot harder than that. But it kept, bouncing at that 250, 150, and just wouldn't go through and wouldn't turtle. But anyway, fill us in on some NVIDIA chart
So
action.
NVIDIA
Back a week or
hit
so.
a high. Absolutely. NVIDIA hit a high of 252 today. I was super excited. I am still swinging calls. I was able to scalp it. I got out green. Actually, I scalped it twice. I got out green on one of them. I actually got caught right here. I didn't lose too much. It was like, I think, an $80, $90 loss on it. But I got caught right through here. So I got hit too, Tim. Nothing huge or anything, but yeah, NVIDIA got me on one of my trades today.
It happens, and we are, disclosure purposes, we are still holding fives for April 6th for that conference, et cetera.
So support-wise, if you look at the low of the day, or I'm sorry, the closing price over here, right here, it is actually right in line with, I'm going to call this support. It looks like support. It looks like a little bit of support to me. Underneath here, there's a little bit of support also at that 248.27 area. But yes, we are still holding.
Yeah, and also let's go ahead and talk about Elan's package. I mean, there was a lot of action and activity today, and a lot of excitement about Elan's package. And apparently, the board approved Elan's package. And I know Freeman was in this one from yesterday. He's really happy. I know you scalped it today, and a couple other people got in on Elan's package. So go ahead and fill us in on that one.
We sure did. So it is a $2.6 billion compensation package. $2.6 billion compensation package.
Maria, that's a
Wow.
big package.
That's a huge package. I scalped it in the room today a couple times, both green. I did not catch the short on it. I should have, but I did not. Uh, those couple scalps were awesome. Those were some really good trades. So yes, thank you to Elon's package.
Yeah. And Baba, here's another one, and we do still own Baba 46200s. Did not act right today. You know, had a good consolidation day yesterday and had moments of okayness today, but overall, where are you seeing this one in support and et cetera?
So for Baba, I really would like to see this. I don't want to see it fall under, well, it flashed down actually during that Fed stuff, but right around 194, let's call it 194. I'll give it even a little bit lower than that. 194.50 to 194.75 is really where I need it to hang on to. If it breaks that level, then we're not looking, well, we're really looking at support in the 193. So I really would like it. I want it to stay above there. It looks like it will hold, at least looking at this after hours activity and just today's close. But Baba definitely did not act the way I wanted it to act either today.
And another one today, and right there at the bell, like this come in, this all happened in the last minute. A big, huge block on Amazon, not 100%. I mean, it was like $4 or $6 million. I can't remember. It was on the bid. The price spiked during this whole thing, but just a lot of unusual activity in the last minute of Amazon. If you can walk us through that as well, if you don't mind.
And that was crazy, right? That was actually really crazy. It was a sweep, $617,000 sweep, 1575 call on the bid. 323 is the expiration. That came in at 359 in 10 seconds. 359 in 49 seconds. Same strike, same expiration, still this week's 1575 calls. $11 million block came in. Now look at the difference in these two prices. That first sweep came in at $23.11. This one showing bid size on the bid side, $38.70 was the fill.
So that was bad.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah,
Less
I don't
than
know
the
if
like
that's somebody writing. I don't know if that's protection. I know it all came on the bid, so definitely interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Keep it. We will watch. You know, it was just funny because the price did jump during this whole time. So not sure. I know you
it
scalped
did.
Amazon today. I believe
I
Zeke
did.
scalped Amazon today
We
as
both did.
well.
I think Wyatt also scalped it. Well, there was several of us that actually
Wyatt
caught some nice.
scalped it too. He's actually become the Amazon killer over the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, he has. He absolutely has. He's killing it. He definitely is. Amazon's just providing the range, and those contracts, the way those move, if you play them right, you can actually, catch some really, really nice trades on Amazon. So yeah, we did scalp it
Speaking,
several times.
yeah, speaking of killer, Apple is just, geez, Apple is kind of heart wrenching right now.
Apple is
I
breaking
know
my
at one
heart.
point, yeah, I know at one point you had 180s for April.
I'm
Again,
glad I
everybody, I
sold those.
apologize for this. Yeah, I apologize for this background noise. Where is support on Apple?
Oh goodness, let's look and see. Let me go back. I'm gonna have to go back further than that, I believe. I'm gonna go to a year. We are looking at support. Well, we might find a little bit of support around 168.75 to about 169 and change. is the first level of support. Underneath that, you're looking at, I mean, really, in the 166s, and underneath that,
165 is a hard
yeah,
one. Yeah,
164.50.
yeah.
Oops, I'm sorry,
I don't know.
164.85.
Yeah, this
So,
thing, Apple is not acting right. I'll tell you another one that's not acting right, and I actually bought calls in this on Monday, on the market dip we had Monday. Microsoft has not been acting right. I mean, I was up in the calls, and I don't know, we still may be, I don't know where it closed at today, but that thing is not acting like Microsoft. We've got 92.50s for April 20th, I believe. I did want you to pull up Microsoft just so I could hear how that kind of
sure.
ended up too.
Crazy swing. Obviously, it spiked up with with the initial Fed announcement, like just like everything else did. Most of everything saw that spike. Popped back down, actually came back up. I thought it was going to try for high a day again. It rejected right under high a day and just sold off. Hit a low of 92.21 and closed at 92.48. So Microsoft is absolutely acting strange. And
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that's
know.
about where we bought it.
I guess my only thing, or the only really thing that I can kind of tie it to, is Oracle's ER. I don't know if Oracle's ER had anything to do with that drop, or if they're being affected at all by it. Grant, I know Microsoft does have some cloud services in there, so they do kind of correlate to one another.
That's an interesting thought, actually. Um, when we bought it, we bought at the money, and it was around the same area, so probably
Yeah,
even on those. Was up on them a little bit. Caterpillar broke my heart. I sold Caterpillar yesterday for, I don't know, 25% swing. Um, don't remember why I sold it actually, because I'm pretty good about letting my winners run and cutting my losses quickly. But Cat had a killer day, so hopefully I get another entry on that one. I know Pete's still holding his. He's doing very well. A few people in the room are still holding theirs.
I'm still holding
I
mine.
did kind of mess it. Yeah, I kind of messed up there. Why? You've been bringing that up for a couple of days. Strider in the room is playing it also, and so was can't think of his name right now. The guy that bought the 100 contracts with that time.
Gold
Uh,
King.
Gold King. I know he had a good day off. Strider did. You've been playing YY. Look at that chart. Best I remember, and that one may have some
Hmm.
continuation.
It could. Here's the daily first. I picked it up right, almost off low a day actually. Held through this little, consolidation area. Held through this consolidation area. I ended up getting out over here. I could have got out higher, but I ended up getting out here. It was still a beautiful trade. Let me get the week pulled up. I love that it's holding here. I feel like it's probably going to base through here. I really want to see where it opens up tomorrow. And YY is one that we were talking about again. We started talking about that last week. I said keep an eye on it just because of the way it was holding. If you look at the way it's holding support there, if you come back over here, similar type of holds, especially, at the closing time, around closing. So similar type of pattern. I want to keep an eye on it.
And speaking of continuation, MOMO. We talked about MOMO last night, and memory serves me, that had a pretty good day as well.
Oh, it had a beautiful day. It hit a high of 40.45, closed at 39.82, not too far off the high. Really nice climb. Let me go out a little bit further. So, interestingly enough, Momo has a gap to fill. So again, sorry guys for the background noise. We have this gap right here. So if it continues to fill this gap, we might have just a little bit more room to go.
Keep your eyes on MOMO. First Solar did continue. That was one that had some sweeps for the last couple of days. Vishal alerted us to that one on Monday night as well. And what a day it had. It showed a double bottom and stuff on that one and the flow, and that one just keeps going. And I have a feeling we should keep watching First Solar even more, to be honest with you.
I like First Solar a lot, actually, and I think we should keep watching it. Especially again, if those energy names, solar names, oil names, if they continue to see strength, then I think that this is one that could definitely go up a little bit more. I think we could definitely see continuation on it.
IBM, we had bought that yesterday into weakness, and we had bought the 157.50s for April, and we looked like Warren Buffett on those today. It was killing it. I mean, we're solid in the money. Everything's going our way. I don't know how they closed because the
Still
whole
green on the
market kind of
day.
got funky there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
good.
closed
So
green
we're
on the
still
day.
green
I
on that.
believe 150, there it is, 156.69. So up about 49 cents on the day. Um, those calls are still good. I'm still happy with our entry. I think it was a perfect call. And I think that, I'm happy with those. I'm totally happy with those.
I should have probably took a couple off the top just for cushion because we had some nice profit in those for a little while, but still green on those. Maria Box yesterday, and I probably called you 4 times last night and today to tell you that was the perfect way to play flow. We got those contracts
So,
at $1.18, and the flow is still continuing. So go ahead and tell us about Box, your Box.
so Box continued to see a little bit of buying today. They bought out to January 2019, $35 calls. Those filled for 65 cents. Actually, in the total flow was, let's see, 82.81. So 82, almost $8,300 or 8,300 calls, three times expected. We got a little bit of a bump in IV, so we caught some reverse decay on that as well. Earnings are not expected until May, so we have some time to sit on these. And I mentioned it yesterday. I'll mention it again. Look at this gap fill, right? We are on our way to filling this gap. I'm watching for resistance actually kind of around here, around that 22 to 22.85 to 23 or so. And again, I'll be watching some resistance at 23.29 to about 23.35. And I think that if we can clear those levels, we will get to that, probably at least to that 24.50. So combined
Another
play.
one, yeah, and that one we hit almost 100% on today. So again, fucking awesome call.
Thank you.
AMAT, how did AMAT? AMAT got upgraded, I believe, as well. But I did want to go over AMAT a little bit
So
because
AMAT
we had
actually had
bought
a great day.
61. Yeah, we had bought $61 calls last week. Kind of punked
I
out on them.
know.
Which I mean, hey, listen, they hit the when we're down X, we try to cut, and that was no exception. But it looks like that flow we bought over May, it turned out to be right.
Yes, it was. It was right. It hit a high of 61.57. We sold those calls, no big deal. There was, I believe, it was either an upgrade or a price target increase. Let me see. Solid flow today, actually, too. Reinstated. So coverage resumed at B of A Merrill, and they put an $80 price target on it.
I love AMAT, and I do not disagree with that price target over
I
time. I
like
do
it.
not disagree with that one at all. FCX, that one had a monster day. I know Pete killed it on FCX, Pistol Pete. There was a lot of flow in that. There was some smaller flows, so we didn't pick all of it up because we don't pick anything up under 10,000. But there was just a ton of that. So FCX had a nice day as well. So you might want to pull that one up.
Yep, here's the chart on it. Let me actually go to a week. So FCX, remember, we played FCX for quite a while and then got out of those, I want to say early February or so, and early to mid February. Didn't really get back into it. Let's go for a year. Gorgeous run, and we started playing, it was December. We started playing it, consolidated, then broke down, made its way back up, found a new level of support, and trying to pop again. So definitely keeping an eye on this one. Congratulations, Pete. I know that he did really well on this play.
He did really well on that. Tomorrow's ERs, I believe tomorrow is MU, right? That's the 22nd or 23rd.
Um,
It was they
Tomorrow is
announced
the
in the afternoon.
22nd. No, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. So tomorrow morning we have ACN, Accenture. I like that company a lot. I play that a lot. Those calls definitely move. So I'll be watching that one. DRI reports tomorrow morning.
that
GIII
one moves too.
reports. Yeah, it does.
You say
It
DRI,
definitely does.
DRI moves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. GIII, JKS, and Michaels. And then after hours, we have home, CTOS, HTGM, KBH, MU, and Nike. So we actually have some ERs tomorrow to look at, which will be fun.
MU, I mean, I get asked 50 times a day in DM, what are you doing with MU? Listen, I was out at MU a couple days ago. We did well. Um, they have a history of selling off after ER at least 9 out of 10 times. I think there was one time recently where that they actually did not sell off. But I actually think MU could continue after this ER. We're going to see the guidance and everything.
They
I'll look
might.
to reposition after that. So that one we're definitely paying attention to. Nike,
And I
real
sold
quick.
my
Uh,
calls. Sorry, Tim. On MU, I was swinging calls. I sold those this morning, like a couple minutes after the open, not even a full couple minutes. I got rid of those calls. Those were green, so I am not in right now. But I do agree. I think that MU could actually, make a move after ER this time and not sell off.
yeah, and Nike has a habit on ER of big head fakes. Like it may be up on the ER and then crash on the CC, or be down on the news and then rock on the CC. So that one's easy to get head faked in, which they all can do that. But Nike, I've had some experiences with, so I did want to hit that. Speaking of getting out this morning too, you had Square. You sold that one this morning. You were swinging that,
Oh, yes, I
which is
did.
a good exit. Square's on the list. God, I wish I could get some dips to where I can get that one. And how did PayPal close? Because I don't know. I literally
Yeah.
don't know. But
And
if that gets under 80, I'm buying that one again.
absolutely. And Square actually closed well. I mean, I know it's off the high. It hit a high of 58.46 and it closed the day at 57.09. Yeah, it's pulled back, but I still like Square a lot. I did sell my calls, got out almost high today. Really, really, really nice play. I'll definitely keep looking at it. PayPal, we it almost got down to your buy price after that. After the Fed announcement, it hit a low of $80.51, then popped back up. So it closed at 81.04. Hit a high of 82.35 today.
Anything on the after hours scanner tonight?
Let's look real quick.
I haven't got to look at that either.
Yes, GES. They had earnings today and move. They are up 12% on a million shares. Nice move. Let me get the numbers here. There was a little bit of flow, I guess, today on guess. Some sweep, three call sweeps and one put sweep. Yeah. So guided up
Anything else?
slightly. Let's see what else there is. GARN is on there.
Nice.
M MNGA. Why is that one on there? That one's familiar. Let's look and see if there's some news with that. Let's see. It's just taking a second. Gabellion Company's annual waste conference. That was interesting. This is the after hours article. So on March 23rd, a couple days from now, that's the headline that's associated with this one. So
Okay.
it is up after hours. Not sure if it will continue though. Really though, on the post-market scanner, CTL is on there. Duke, another energy name on there with 1.3 million shares. Or Duke is that energy or utilities actually?
That's
No, it's
utility.
energy. Yeah, no, Duke Energy,
But
DUK.
it's a utility company.
Gotcha. So 1.3 million shares, 77 was the price at the close of the after hours. Fay is on there with lighter volume. ENRJ is on the downside. They did approve their merger. Looks like there was some financing involved with that approval, which could be why they took a hit, but ENRJ is down or closed down 11% in the after hours. But aside from those, that was really all that I saw that on the after hours scanner.
Very cool. So I don't have anything else if you don't. Throw it in there if you do.
No, I don't. That is all I have for you guys tonight. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and please share our videos. Um, we hope that you have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.